Now here we are so far, and I have to do this in between putting in a complete underground sprinkler system in my yard, which I know how to do, and also building a huge shop for my Dio. We have on this panel a tiny bit of, that's pore adhesion, that's silicone, a little bit there. I'm going to sand it down, see if I can overrun it. And then for some reason, this guy took I don't know why, somebody did, they took a hacksaw and they cut right there, and they cut right there, and they cut right there, and they cut right there. And on the other side, you can see where I fixed it. And maybe he couldn't get at the license plate or something. But I'm going to smooth all this out, put a little tiny bit of spot putty in there, and then shoot some more black on it. I want to thank the guys, Rebel Southerner and Mr. Bishop on YouTube for cluing me in on 1300 to 2000 degree, I believe it's VHI or R heat paint. And I get it flat black for like $8 or $9 a can. And I'm going to do that with this. Now this is an interesting problem that has come up. Due to the fact that I did this so cold, you can see, and you always want to have good lights, everything. You can see where I've, see, where there's a run right there. There's also a little tiny run just below it. But you need to take your 800 grit and sand that completely out. But you want to like sand in a little circle right above the paint, because the paint is a big glob. And what's happening with that is that you want to sand all the way around it. Now this is what I mean. Look at the seat, guys. Look at the seat. Can you believe this? Now remember, this bike was sitting in a Honda shop for a year. I had to actually go back down there after I saw it once, go back down there and get the name off the fender so I could go down on the internet and see what it was. I had no idea. But look at this seat. This is a stock seat, 26 years old. All right? Do you see any tears, rips, anything? Wear? I mean, look at that. No rust. No staples gone. Nothing. Now, when you have a seat like this, sometimes you'll have a problem with the fabric stretching right here and down here, or sun will, what sun sometimes gets in these cracks and dries them out, and then eventually the fabric loses its plasticity. No, that's not it. God, I'm getting old. Elasticity. And so what I do, my tip for the day on these seats is when you put your bike away, let me go get this. When you put your bike away for the winter, okay, grab yourself some Armor All. And remember, here's the second tip. Do not use this bullshit right out of the bottle, okay? Shake it up, okay? Because it settles on the bottom. That's why sometimes you get a good shine, sometimes you won't. Shake the shit out of this stuff. And then put it on your seat. What I do is I put it on there. I'll just spray it on there. And I won't even touch it for about an hour. Then I'll go lightly over it with a towel just to get it coated. And just leave it like that, because it will sink in and it will keep your seat real supple. The thing is that if you go to get this upholstered, usually they do a bullshit job and it looks like it's on steroids, or it's just not the same thing. It's close, but it's not the same thing. Now this is the reason I came over to look at the seat, is to show you this Honda backing plate. And I told you I wasn't going to do this bottom part that much, and I'll show you why. Because when the backing part fits on the back of the seat like this, the only thing you're going to see is that this small area right here and this area right above it. And also, if you've noticed, I have not put one bit of sandpaper on that Honda emblem. There's a reason for that. What I plan to do, as a painter I've been planning, I'm going to use some gold paint and a little paintbrush, and I'm going a touch-up paint actually, and I will go in on the H and the O and the N, and I'll go in there and fill all that in, okay? Then what I'll do is, since I have a millimeter clear over this whole thing, if I get any extra, which is common, outside of the Honda letters, I will go over this whole top sheet lightly with 1000 grit until all the paint, the gold paint, has disappeared off the clear, and then I'll re-clear the whole thing, and it'll look perfect. But that's how they do it to make things look right. So when you go to put your bike away or anything like that, use Armor All on everything. And then if you live in a place that is got moisture, take some WD-40. This stuff, wet dry 40 or whatever, spray it all over your engine, all over everything. Spray it all over your wheels, everything. And I guarantee you, the next spring, if you have to put this away for 6 months or 4 months, when you break it out of the shop and you open up that engine, you won't find a bit of rust. It'll look brand new, because that oil will stay on that metal and it will make everything look absolutely brand new. And this is from me using it on my 65 Corvair 180 horsepower Spider with Ray J turbo. I wish I still had that too.